Once upon a time, in the rolling hills of South Africa, a boy was born who would grow up to change the world. His name was Rolihlahla Mandela, which in his native Xhosa meant troublemaker. Little did anyone know that this boy from a small village, born in the rural landscapes of the Transkei region, would one day become a symbol of courage, hope, and freedom for millions of people around the world. From his earliest days, Mandela's life was shaped by the values of courage, justice, and community. He grew up surrounded by the stories of his elders, sitting beneath the shade of great trees, listening intently to their lessons, absorbing their wisdom, and learning about the importance of honor, dignity, and standing up for what is right. Even as a child, he began to notice the unfairness of the world around him, seeing how people were judged not by the content of their character, but by the color of their skin. These observations stirred something deep in his heart, planting the seeds of a lifelong fight for justice. As he grew older, Mandela pursued education with determination, knowing that knowledge was a key to empowerment. He studied law, a path that would allow him to confront the injustices of apartheid head-on. He joined the African National Congress, a movement dedicated to the freedom and equality of all South Africans. Mandela became a voice for the voiceless, speaking out against the oppression and brutality that had long silenced millions. He organized protests, mobilized communities, and inspired people with his courage and unwavering belief that change was possible. Standing up for what was right, however, came at a heavy price, and he knew the dangers that lay ahead. In 1962, Mandela was arrested, accused of treason, and sentenced to life in prison. For 27 long years, he lived behind the cold, harsh walls of Robben Island, a small rocky prison surrounded by the endless expanse of ocean. Yet even in that dark and isolated place, Mandela's spirit could not be broken. He spent his time studying, writing letters, and mentoring fellow prisoners, reminding them that freedom was not lost and that hope could not be extinguished. He endured harsh labor, poor conditions, and long years away from his family, but he never allowed bitterness or anger to consume him. His vision remained clear: a South Africa free of oppression, where all people could live together in equality and dignity. The world watched as the struggle for freedom intensified. Across South Africa, people marched, protested, and refused to remain silent. And then, in 1990, after nearly 3 decades behind bars, Mandela walked out of prison, a free man. The sun shone on his face as crowds erupted in joyous celebration, their cheers echoing the hope of a nation ready to change. But Mandela knew that freedom was not merely about leaving prison. It was about healing a country torn apart by decades of racial division and injustice. With patience, courage, and vision, he began to guide South Africa toward a new dawn, one built not on revenge, but on reconciliation. In 1994, Mandela became South Africa's first Black president. His leadership was unlike any the world had seen. He did not seek power for himself, nor did he rule with anger or retribution. Instead, he extended a hand of forgiveness, reaching out to former enemies and uniting a nation in the spirit of peace. He inspired millions by showing that true strength lies in compassion, and that courage is measured not by the battles fought against others, but by the battles fought within oneself to do what is right. Mandela's presidency was a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of unity and the human capacity for empathy. Even after leaving office, Mandela's mission did not end. He dedicated himself to education, visiting schools and speaking to young people, encouraging them to dream, to act, and to believe that one person can make a difference. He worked tirelessly to promote equality, peace, and justice, reminding the world that true leadership is not about status, but about service. His life became a living lesson in perseverance, integrity, and the enduring power of hope. On December 5th, 2013, the world said goodbye to Nelson Mandela. Yet his spirit continues to live on in the hearts and minds of those who fight for justice, who speak out against inequality, and who believe that a better world is possible. His story reminds us that no matter how long the night, the sun will rise, that even in the darkest moments, hope can shine, and that one life lived with courage and conviction can change the course of history. Nelson Mandela's life was a story of hope, resilience, and unwavering faith in the human spirit. It is a story that will continue to inspire generations for years to come, a reminder that freedom, justice, and love are worth fighting for, and that each of us has the power to make a difference.